Big up everybody and welcome back to Football Family. Welcome back to another weekend roundup, and that is a show where we're going to be actually looking at the games and the footballing actions that's taking place over the week and also at the weekend. So we're going to be starting from. We'll be looking at all the games that has also taken place. We'll be talking about the Nigerian Football Premier League, we're talking about the English Premier League, we're talking about other leagues, and we'll be mentioning some news and views and transfers that we know everything that is happening in the current transfer market. Because of that have been watching, many of you that are watching, you're just watching on the side, please do me a favor, smash the like, subscribe if you like the video, subscribe, and just do that as you help your boy, to grow. Thank you very much for watching. Now, before we go into the footballing aspect itself, let me just give us an update on what our table looks like. Here we go. We have Jamie on 51 points. And I don't know how this guy is doing it. Please, if you are anybody that is predicting, just go ahead, go to the link in to the comment section. This guy is always getting correct score upon correct score, and it's difficult to catch at the moment. He's on 51 points. I'm on 40 points. We have Timo on 27 points, and Aremo in 26 points, and Dami on 24 points. This guy is just off the chart the way he's speaking his speech. I don't know. Maybe I will talk to him so that I can look at how he does it. I don't actually know how he does it, but all I know is that he does it and he gets his prediction right. Big up, Jamo. Don't forget to put your prediction in the comment section for the games for this week. I'm going to be listing them out in the video. Don't forget to smash the like, subscribe, and let's just go enough of the boring story and let's go into the one that matters. And that is, let's start with the matches that took place in the UEFA Champions League. Now, the matches that took place in the UEFA Champions League are the ones listed here. We have some results. I don't need to be saying much concerning all this. As we all know, we have some matches that are taking place in the UEFA Champions League, and this includes we know almost all the English team went through. We have Sporting playing 1-1. We have PSV Liverpool 3-2. Liverpool lost that one. Krasvenda and Young Boys Krasvenda 0-1. Stuttgart lost to Paris Saint-Germain. I expected them to win that game and they did gallantly. We have Stormgrass shocking Leipzig 1-0. We also have City winning 3-1 against Club Brugge, and we have Bayern Munich beating Brastavia 3-1. Inter beating Monaco 3-0. Hat-trick for Lautaro Martinez in that game. We have Borussia Dortmund, beating Shakhtar Donetsk 3-1. We have Barcelona 2-2 against Atlanta. Leverkusen played a 2-0, beat Sparta Praha 2-0. Juventus lost to Benfica 2-0. Dynamo Zagreb beat AC Milan 2-1. But I don't think it was enough for them to still qualify. They won, but they didn't qualify. Salzburg lost 1-4 to Atleti. And the biggest result of the week was Lille 6, Feyenoord 1. Lille 6, Feyenoord 1. And then Aston Villa 4, Celtic 2. Rogers again with the hat-trick in that game. Then Girona lost against Arsenal 1-2. And then Brest lost 0-3 to Real Madrid. And at the end of this result, we have the fixture, the table to look like this. Liverpool on top, followed by Barcelona 19 points, Arsenal 19 points, Inter 19 points, Atletico Madrid 18 points, Leverkusen 16 points, Lille 16 points, and Aston Villa 16 points. They make the top 8 who will not be playing the playoff before the year. Then we also have, following the Atlanta fell to the playoffs segment, we have Dortmund also in the playoff, and this is why this particular new format is powerful. According to what I'm hearing now, I think they are saying now that Man City is likely to be playing the like of Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. That is what we are looking at now. It's in fact it is going to be serious. Now, although the draw hasn't been done, let me just play. So the first phase of the playoff, you have Atlanta, Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, AC Milan, PSV, PSG, and Benfica. Now, the second group that will be playing this first group that I listed, we have Brest, we have Feyenoord, we have Monaco, we have Juve, we have Celtic, Man City, Sporting, and Club Rouge. Club Rouge. Club Rouge was able to, even despite the loss, they were able to, move away on goal difference. And Dynamo Zagreb, even despite the win, a lot happened and they were not able, to make that particular top 8. So the draw will be done on Friday. We will know what the picture is. I know people have been doing some permutation. I don't want to go ahead and be giving you number that we don't know. But when the picture is out, be ready that we will discuss those tasty pictures. Now, moving away from the UEFA Champions League, we'll move straight to the younger brother of the UEFA Champions League, and that is the UEFA Europa League, where you have the likes of Manchester United and Tottenham. I think they are the king of that particular this is. So quickly, they played their game on the Thursday. We don't care about what their result is. Let's just check how the table looks like. We have Lazio on top with 19 points, Atletico Club with 19 points, United on 18 points, Tottenham on 17, Frankfurt on 16, Lyon on 15, Olympiacos on 15, Rangers on 14 points. So they make the set of people who qualified automatically, who will not be playing the extra game. Now, for the first people that will be playing there, the first set of people that will be playing there, you have Anderlecht, FCSB, Ajax, Real Sociedad, Galatasaray, Roma, and Victoria Plzen, making the first set of people that will be qualified. Then we also have the people who will be playing that, who finished 17 downwards. We have Frank Vazé, we have Porto, AZ Alkmaar, Midtjylland, Union SG, POK, Twente, and Fenerbahce. Now the rest of them are going to their father's house. The draws also, I think, will be made on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. It will make it on Friday, and we will know what the fixture is going to look like. We'll know who plays who and when who is playing who. Now, we will not say, okay, because we have done the big boys, let's pity Chelsea's condition and look at where they are in the Conference League. Chelsea fans, I included you guys. Conference League, I don't even know when they are playing their last game. I think their last game, I don't even know when they are playing it, but I know that Chelsea is the leader. They are leading that one. They are leading the group with 18 points already. And the likes of club I'm seeing there is powerful at the moment. We have Chelsea are expecting. In fact, Chelsea is the biggest club I can find in this place. And if Chelsea does not win this with the kind of team that I'm seeing here, let me just list some of the teams we are seeing there. We have Victoria Guimaraes, we have Florentina, we have Rapid Vienna, we have Djurgården, Lugano, Liga Wasawi, Sacro Brugge, Jagiellona, Shamrock, Apoel, Pafos, Panathinaikos, Real Betis, Edendem, Gent, Copenhagen, Verborg, I don't call these people again before I finish myself. Let me just leave that. We have Chelsea playing the Conference League. I don't know whether they're going to be playing their own set of new matches, but one way or the other, I want to believe that they will actually make it up in that group. They don't have a choice. Like, can you even imagine what happens? Let's imagine that Chelsea does not make it. What happens? Is it right for Chelsea not to win the Conference League? That's one thing I want you to put your comments in the comment section. Do you think it is right for Chelsea right now to tell me that they are not winning the Conference League? If Chelsea doesn't win the Conference League, I don't know, something is wrong. Now, moving away from that, I think it's high time we just go straight into the English Premier League. But before we do that, let's discuss the Nigerian Premier League. Because I know many of us, immediately we talk about that now, we talk about Nigerian Premier League, and somebody will now tell me, what happened? Let's see what is happening in the Nigerian Premier League. What is happening in the Nigerian Premier League? So I'm going to be starting, let me put this away. Let's bring the Nigerian Premier League on the screen. The Nigerian Premier League. Yeah. Let's start with the fixtures, which are the matches result that we announced last week. Now, in the matches that took place last week, Eyimba is falling so down. I keep mentioning Eyimba because I believe they are the one. They are the team I'm actually going for. They are the team I actually support in the Nigerian Premier League. And right now, at the moment, they are not doing well enough. So I'm going to look at some of the fixture that the results of the games that was played in the match day 21. We have Bayelsa United 4, Sunshine Stars 1, El Academy Warriors 2, Enugu Rangers 1, Remo Star 3, Abia Warriors 2. We have Ikorodu United 4, Kano Pillars 1. We have Akwa United 1, Lobby Star 1. We have Shooting Stars 2, Nasarawa United 0. Eyimba and Atlant played a 1-1 draw. And Rivers and Bendel Insurance played 2-2. We have Niger Tornadoes 2, Kwara United 1. We have Katsina United 1 and Plateau United 1. Now, that is how the results went. Now, the key thing I think we need to watch there for that game is that is the Remo Stars and Shooting Stars. These are the two people that are actually leading at the moment, and we'll find out when we're watching the league. If you look at the league table at the moment, if you look at their league table at the moment, which is what they are doing at the moment, the league table at the moment, they are the one running the show. You have Remo Stars topping the league with 42 points, followed by Shooting Stars, Rivers United, the Academy Warriors. We have Ikorodu United on 5th, Enugu Rangers, Niger Tornadoes, Abia Warriors, and Eyimba is in ninth position after a poor of 4. I think they've only won 1 in their last 5, having 2 draws and 2 losses in their run. But Shooting Stars has been immaculate, and they are still having 1 game in hand. They are still second. Let me just put that so you can see that they are second with 1 game in hand. Second with 1 game in hand are over Shooting Stars. If they are likely to win that game, they are likely to be on 6, 7, 8, 9. They are going to be on 39 points. Although it looks like Remo Stars are just going to be running away with the Nigerian Premier League this season. Now, moving on from that, let's look at the matches that's coming up in the Nigerian Premier League this weekend for those of us who are lovers of the Nigerian Premier League. Let's look at, we have Bendel Insurance against Katsina United. We have Sunshine Stars against Remo Stars. Now that is going to be a very tough one. Sunshine Stars and Remo Stars. We have Kwara United against Academy Warriors, Plateau United against Shooting Stars, and Enugu Rangers against Ikorodu United. We have Lobby Stars versus Eyimba. Eyimba has to win that game. Atlant versus Rivers United, Abia Warriors versus Akwa United, Kano Pillars versus Bayelsa United, and Nasarawa United against Niger Tornadoes. Against Niger Tornadoes. Now, that is that for the Nigerian Premier League. That is that for the Nigerian Premier League. And what else? Where else do we move to if it is not the English Premier League? If it is not the English Premier League, that is going to be our next, area. Looking at the run of Liverpool at the moment, Liverpool are to win this league. Let me ask you this question: is there anybody else who believes that Liverpool will not win this league at the moment? Because at the moment, with the way every other person is moving in the market, I don't think there is any other person that can win the league apart from Liverpool. But we'll find out. Let's see what happens with that. Now, moving on now we have to see the matches that took place in that will take place in the Premier League this weekend, because there's a big one, there's a crunch one upon this weekend. But before that, like I said, United won their Europa League game 2-0, and then Tottenham also went. Those are the two English representatives there. They won their games, and I think that's what was expected of them, and they are true. So moving to the Premier League. Now the games over the weekend. Now, first of all, I would like to go through the games that we are expecting ourselves to predict over there in this weekend. And that is the first game, which is going to be the game between Bournemouth and Liverpool. Now, Bournemouth is in a very good form right now. And they are playing at home against Liverpool. Now, let me say this from the bottom of my heart. I expect Liverpool to win. Yes, of course, I'm expecting Liverpool to win. But at this point, I'm telling you, it's not going to be an easy game for Liverpool. That game is going to be very tough because Liverpool, Justin Kluivert is actually on form right now. And even a Liverpool fan, even Jamo, if you feel you can beat these guys, do you think you can beat these guys easily? I know you will tell me no, because you are not even sure. I'm looking forward to see what your prediction will look like against Bournemouth. I know I expect you to win, but that game is going to be tough. And for me, I'm going to just count my cost and just give that game a draw. I believe that Bournemouth will draw Liverpool because I think they have enough to do so. But I won't be surprised. Like, don't forget that I said that Liverpool is likely to win. But just by prediction, I want to do that my to the end. I'm going to support Bournemouth to draw that game. 2-2. I'll be giving that game 2-2 to Bournemouth. Now, the next game we'll be looking at is talking about the game in our prediction is the game between United and Crystal Palace. Manchester United and Crystal Palace. Manchester United at the moment does not have a choice than to win. Crystal Palace, yes, their form has been neglected. They've not won a game in a while. They're going to make it tough for United. But I think with the surgence of the kind of players that United just has enough quality to do justice to that game. So I'm going to give United to edge them 2-1 because they are at home. If they were away, I would have said there is no chance. I would have gone with Crystal Palace. But right now, because of the fact that Manchester United are at home, I'm going to give it to United 2-1. Then move to the next one. That is Brentford, Tottenham Hotspur. I'm telling you, this is a lose for Tottenham. I'm going to give Tottenham Hotspur 3-1 loss because I believe Brian Bremo and Wissa will actually deal with them seriously. I don't see Liverpool, Tottenham winning again. Tottenham has the attack, but they don't have the defense at the moment. Their team is struggling at the back. They're finding it very difficult to defend goals, and they are leaking goals here and there. And the point is that they are not reliable. So I'm going to be giving that game 2-1. Okay, let's say 2-1 to Brentford. And then we'll move to the next game, which is the big one of the weekend. And that's the game between Arsenal, my own Arsenal, and Manchester City. Now, I've said this before and I will say it again. We are not going anywhere if we do not sign anybody in January. The league is done. If we did not sign in January, the league is done. Finito. Let's just forget it. There is nothing. If we don't buy any forward, anybody up front in January, forget that league is gone. Let's just forget it and focus on something else and focus on next season. But right now, the game between Manchester City and Arsenal. Yes, Manchester City are just waking up. They are trying to get up points here and there, and they have a surge. But one thing I'm sure, I am confident that Arsenal is not losing against this Manchester City team. We are not losing against the Manchester City team. And I'm going to give you that game a 2-1 to Arsenal. City have resurged, but they are coming to the Emirates, and they've not won us there. They've not won there in a while. And right now, Arsenal needs to keep winning all their games. I guess Arsenal has to find a way. I'm giving it 2-1 to Arsenal. And then the last game is Chelsea and West Ham. Now, Chelsea is another team I'm finding very difficult to predict their game so far. I'm finding very difficult to predict their game. West Ham, David Moyes is back. He's doing a bit. I think their manager bounce is coming up. It's coming on. But I don't just trust Chelsea anytime. I don't trust them. They played against Man City last game. They lost. From a winning position, they should have won. It was not as if they played bad, but they lost due to some errors that they made. So I'm going to give Chelsea a win, a 3-1 win against West Ham. Now, and I'll be looking at this game that will be taking place on Wednesday, and that is their so-called outstanding that Liverpool has against Everton. Liverpool play on Wednesday against Everton. But looking at that game, it's an evening game. I'll be monitoring that game. Don't also know. I want us to predict that too. I'm going to be adding that to the prediction. Everton and Liverpool. Everton and Liverpool. Okay, I think we've included that in the previous period before the match was postponed. Let's just add it for Paul. Everton, Liverpool. We're going to add Everton, Liverpool. Everton, Liverpool. Let's add it up. I'm going to be giving Liverpool a draw again. I'm going to give Liverpool a draw again. Draw for Liverpool. 2-2. No, sorry. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1 to Liverpool. 1-1 Liverpool. I'm just doing this just to catch me. I can't catch Jamo again now. Jamo is like doing copy. Is the king of the whole prediction. In fact, better give him the money already. I think he has won it already. Let's just forget it about that. So that is the movies and the games on English Premier League. Now moving to the German Bundesliga. Just I want to look at just let's give a brief touch about the match fixtures in the German Bundesliga. We're going to be having Werder Bremen against Mainz 05. We have Stuttgart versus Mönchengladbach. Bayern Munich against Austin Kiel. We have Edem versus Dortmund. Bochum versus Freiburg. We have St. Pauli versus Augsburg. Union Berlin versus Leipzig. And on Sunday, we are having Frankfurt against Wolfsburg. Bayer Leverkusen versus Hoffenheim. Those are the games in the German Bundesliga. And then let's just look at how the table looks like. As usual, in the German Bundesliga, we have Bayern Munich. I think Bayern Munich are on top with 48 points. Leverkusen second, 42. Frankfurt, Stuttgart, Leipzig, Mainz 05, Wolfsburg, Mönchengladbach, Werder Bremen, Freiburg, and Borussia Dortmund is on number 11. 11. Something is wrong with Dortmund this season. I think they sacked their manager too. And that is that on the German Bundesliga. Let's move to the next league, and that is the Italian Serie A. In the Italian Serie A, we have our own. I still see that I'm playing against Napoli this season. Don't mind me, I'm playing against Napoli this season. Parma against Leeds, Monza against Verona. We have Udinese versus Venza, Atalanta against Torino, Bologna versus Como, Juventus and Empoli, Fiorentina against Genoa, AC Milan versus Inter Milan, Roma and Napoli, then Cagliari versus Lazio. I think Ademola Lookman is injured at the moment, and we don't know what is going on. Looking at the table also that we have there, just on to them, we have Napoli on top with 53 points after playing 20 games. We have Inter with 50 points. They are 3 points short and they have a game in hand. Atlanta is on 46 points. Lazio, Juventus, Fiorentina, AC Milan, Bologna, Roma, Torino, Udinese, Genoa, Como. Como has actually risen from where they are, and they're in 13th. Good job by Cesc Fabregas then. Empoli, Cagliari, Parma, Verona, Leeds, Vienza, and Monza. Those are the team. That's the arrangement in the Italian Serie A. Now we'll move on to the next popular league that we are talking about, which is the La Liga. And before we go into the League One, and in the La Liga, we have Leganes against Vallecano, Getafe against Sevilla, Villarreal against Real Sociedad, Atletico Madrid versus Mallorca, Espanyol versus Real Madrid. And then on Sunday, you have Barcelona versus Alaves. We have Valencia versus Celta Vigo, Osasuna versus Real Sociedad, and the Real Betis versus Atletico Bilbao. Then on Monday, Girona takes on Las Palmas. Now, moving away from that, we'll be looking at their league table. We have who is top of the league. We have Real Madrid on top of the league with 49 points. Atletico Madrid on 45 points. That means Madrid has a 4 points gap. Barcelona on 42. Athletic Bilbao on 40. Villarreal on 37. Mallorca on 30. Real Vallecano, then Girona, then Real Sociedad, then Betis, then Osasuna, then Sevilla, Celta Vigo, Getafe, Las Palmas, Leganes, Alaves, Espanyol, Valencia, and Real Valladolid occupying the last part of that league. of that league as they're fighting for relegation. So to say, then moving on to the last league we'll be looking at in this, and then we'll be looking at the League On. We'll be looking at the League On. League On. Now, on the League On, as usual, PSG is playing Brest. We have Monaco playing Auxerre. We have Lille against Saint Etienne, Toulouse against Nice. We have Reims against Nantes. We have Angers against Lièvre. We have Rennes against Strasbourg. We have Marseille against Lyon. So those are the games. Montpellier also is playing Lens. And looking at the league table, we have PSG on top with 47 points, 10 points clear Marseille, which is second, Monaco, Nice, Lille, Lyon, Lens, Brest, Strasbourg, Toulouse, Auxerre, Reims, Angers, Nantes, Saint Etienne, Rennes, Montpellier, and Le Havre is the last in the league. Now, that is that on that when it comes to the league on. Now, moving away from that, I think the next thing we have to do is just let's talk about the news and views and transfer news and the rest of them that is taking place in the league that's Bampa. The first one is this, the case of this guy, Ole Watkins. Arsenal was told to have dropped a 60 million bid for Watkins. Now, let me say this concerning this guy. At this point, I'm tired of all these strikers or no striker. I just want to support my team. If my team wins, fine. If we don't win, I'll take the banter and we move on. Whatever they want to do, they do. I'm not happy with the situation of things, even with the way Arsenal are actually attacking the market at the moment. I'm not happy about it, but the only thing I can do at the moment is support what we have got. I can't, because of that, not support my team. So they dropped a 60 million bid for Liverpool, and I can see people complaining that hey, it's too much. Some people are complaining it's too much. Some people are saying it's too late. Some people are saying we should get him. The point is that even we, the fans, don't know what we want. Whether we get Watkins or we don't. What I'm just saying is I'm expected to support my team, and that's what I will do. I will support my team probably to the best of my knowledge, to the best that I can. I personally will do that. Now, there are also some other news, like what's his name? John Duran, who moved to is he what's the name of this league? What league did he even go to, sir? He has gone to the Saudi league. John Duran, yeah. John Duran moved to the Saudi league. This guy. Yeah, I think we have to just talk about this guy. We have to. Don't we need to talk about this guy? John Duran. There's no way we will talk about Ole Watkins and we won't talk about John Duran. Now, John Duran went to Al Nassr, and there's been a conversation. Why did this guy go to Al Nassr? Somebody said it's because of Ronaldo. Somebody said money. It is both altogether. This guy moved to Al Nassr because of money. One, then because he wants to play alongside Ronaldo. And for Canada, he's still 21. So whatever he likes, he can still do. He can play there for 4 years and pack his bag and move again to Europe again whenever he likes. If there's anybody that says he should not go and receive the bag, I don't even blame any player. Right now, it's somehow shocking. We were expecting Boniface to complete that deal, but one way or the other, we were told that these people preferred John Duran than Victor Boniface. Personally, I don't want to say much on that, but I believe that the whole case is just that this guy was meant to leave, and now that Aston Villa has sold him to Al Nassr, I'm sure they are not selling Watkins. So for me as a Nassr fan, I'm going to face my season, concentrate. If something works in the season, fine. If something did not work in the season, fine, we'll go again, as we used to say. But overall, I'm disappointed that our board has not been ambitious enough. Enough of that video. What else do I want to talk about? I want to mention this about Chelsea. It is shocking that I'm seeing that Chelsea is still in the transfer market. I don't know how much Chelsea wants to spend before they complete building this their team. But anyway, they also have problems with their goalkeeper. They have problems with the striking position in their team, and they are still in the market searching. Also, United also are trying to make transfer according to what we hear, what we read. But the problem is that Man U cannot sign except they sell. So that is the challenge they are having. So right now, what they are trying to do is to cut change and see what they can do and see what they can do. Now, another breaking news that might likely to show up is the case of Tell of Bayern Munich. Now, this guy is likely to, we don't know, right now, he's looking as if this guy is going to move down to Tottenham. I don't know how Tottenham they will be able to pull it off. Tottenham are about to spend 60 million euros. That's about 50 million pounds to get their guy, and that's just the way it's going for Tottenham. Tottenham would actually do, but the problem is this: Tottenham doesn't. I don't think Tottenham need a forward player. Is it forward? Okay, yeah, they will say I'm not a Tottenham fan, but Tottenham will say they need a forward player. But I think they have issues at the back, and right now their manager is under serious duress, and I'm not sure if he will be able to even continue as their manager next season. I can't beat my chest and tell you that their manager is going to be their manager next season. Well, that is that on the footballing news this week. Big up yourself. As many of you that are liking, that are sharing, that are watching, don't forget to smash a like, subscribe, and do all the rest. And also, don't forget to join the prediction league. Put your prediction in the comment section, and we will be looking at it. We are only looking at only the big games. Talking about Liverpool, Man U, Manchester United, Arsenal, Manchester City, and Tottenham. So those are the teams we're looking at. Just put your prediction in the comment section. Big up everybody. Don't forget to smash up the like. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.